Nayanta University, a new and visionary educational institution, is set to begin classes in August 2025 at its residential state-of-the-art campus at Bavdham in Pune. Today conducted its roadshow in Chennai.
So good afternoon and welcome to the Nayanta Launch Conference. Thank you all of you for being here. Let me talk a bit about the university. We have Ramesh here, who is a founder. Nayanta has been set up by a group of industrialists and academics with the idea of building a world-class university out of India. Some of the industrialists who are a part of this group include Naushad Forbes, the head of Forbes Marshall and a former past president of CII, Meher Padamji from Thermax, Nadir Godrej of Godrej Industries, Muthu Venkatachalam from the Murugappa Group, Satish Reddy from Dr. Reddy's Labs, Chris Gopalakrishnan, who is a co-founder of Infosys, Ashok Mishra and Pankaj Chandra, who are noted academicians. Ashok Mishra was the director of IIT Bombay, Pankaj was the director of IIM Bangalore. We have Ramesh, who was a senior partner at McKinsey, Raj Dugar, who was at 8 Roads and is a venture capitalist. So it's a group of Bharat Puri, who is currently the managing director of Middlewright. So we have a group of very senior industrialists and academicians who have come together to create a world-class university out of India. One of the thoughts there was that if you look at the country, India has arguably world-class engineering colleges and schools of management. We are sitting in an IIT Madras research park, so IIT Madras is a good example. We do not have a single full-service university in the top 200 universities in the country. And over a period of time, this is a gap that we intend to bridge. Now, one of the larger pieces of logic in this is that many times single industrialists set up universities in their own name. But this is a group of industrialists that said that what we can do together will be larger than what each of us can do individually. We will tie up with NGOs which are working with students in the 11th and 12th standard. It also means that we have a broader definition of merit. So merit is marks, first of all, in 10th standard. It is also marks in clusters of interest. It is extracurricular achievements in areas of interest. It could be community work, it could be sports, it could be theatre. And we are looking for 3 human qualities where we are looking for hunger to learn, we are looking for curiosity, and we are looking at resilience. And to start with, because we will have an English language aptitude test and a math aptitude test, we are also saying that if I ask you to write an essay on curiosity and I ask you to write it in English, then I'm creating a problem, because am I judging curiosity or am I judging English ability? So for essays, we are allowing people to write essays in 3 languages, and this is something somewhat unique in the process. So this is one part, saying that over a period of time, we want our students to be representative of the country. What that implies is that close to 50% of the Nayanta students will study on some form of scholarship. And what we are talking about is a merit-based need-blind policy, which means if you are good enough to make it to Nayanta and you do not have the capacity to pay, we will pay for you. So this is one part of what we are saying. The second part is that if you look at particularly undergraduate education outside engineering and management, in engineering and management, top schools, you have some internships. But today it is possible to do an undergraduate degree in economics or English literature or sociology or history and have no real world connect. So one of the things we are saying is that each student of Nayanta will do a 1-month immersion in the social sector, government sector and corporate sector, and then depending on which sector you have an interest in, you will do a 5-month internship. So students will have a very strong real world connect. Even before we start, Nayanta has an MOU with the Confederation of Indian Industry. The venture is strongly backed by CII. So before we start, we have got 19 companies which have signed up to offer internships to our first batch. We anticipate that by end of year 1, we will have 100 such companies, organizations, community organizations, government. The idea is that we'll start with a small batch of 100 students. Each student will have more than enough job opportunities. So once you are confident of job opportunities, then you can focus on learning.
Apart from the founders, we are very lucky to have distinguished academics join us while we are still on paper. Ranjan himself has a background in both engineering, management and a PhD Partha used to be at IIT Bombay. So we're beginning to attract people even while we are going live. So we're quite looking forward to it. We are building an institution that is going to last several hundred years. So we are going one step at a time. Our initial class will be small. We want to get the basics right. We've identified a very nice campus in Pune, which actually has a lot of architectural and green appeal. So we are looking forward to welcoming our first undergrad class. We've already started, by the way, while we have been planning an executive education program with about 15 to 18 participants, which has gone very well.
Apart from the teaching program, plans to start a number of centers. And these are centers of excellence which address important challenges for the country and the world. And these will be integrated with the teaching programs. So the teaching of the foundation program as well as the various subjects. For example, we have a specialization in sustainability studies. Right? So we believe very strongly that all students should be trained to address the challenges that the world will face in the years to come. These include climate change, water, education, good quality education, healthcare, energy, all of these. So through these centers of excellence, we want to produce students, we want to carry out research, provide outputs which are of relevance for policy making, which are of relevance for addressing developmental issues in India and abroad. And we feel that India is uniquely positioned because India is such a diverse country and India has such unique developmental challenges that if you develop solutions to problems here, firstly, these will have applicability in other parts of the world. Secondly, students and faculty will have developed the capability to address problems in many different parts of the world by working on unique problems in India. And the scale, the complexity of problems are very unique to India, and that will create a certain level of capability within the university.